Welcome, people of Latro. I am your host, Celeste, and today we're going to be working with who is called on this game uh, a personal favorite hobbit of mine. I was checking the transition. Tiger Ruby, otherwise known as Zordon on a different server. That name, unfortunately, was taken on this server, so she can't be Zordon. Um, but my little red hobbit. I actually have two red hobbits, so um, yeah. But on Laurelin, I've only got the one. So today we are wandering around Laurelin. In Cotton Market, we did last time. This time we're going to be heading over to Dwalin and see if we can actually get anything. No, scroll of finesse. Yay. Which I want to point out, okay? It used to be that the Hobbit presents, etc., were, and before that, the lottery was specific to the actual level of your character. I'm the server is Laurelin, which is the role playing server, European server. So it's how to spell it? Laurelin. Let me look. Laurelin. I always mess up on the E. But yeah, this is Laurelin server. And this is my little hobbit. I also have her I have Zordon on Landy server. So that's the two main servers I play, though I do have characters on Crick Hollow and all the American ones. Laurelin's the only one I have European characters on. Anyway, Latro's what was it called before? Lottery system that evolved into being the Hobbit presence used to be level specific. So a character of a lower level would get a lower level prize. A character of a higher level would get a higher level prize. That was sort of something they could use. This is a level 40 scroll of finesse. None of my characters on this server are level 40. None of them. At all. Tiger Ruby, I think I've got one that's slightly higher due to farming, and she's like 30. So this is useless to me. I'll save it. It will take up space in my vault, but it is useless to me. Just like the, bound to account various other things I've gotten over the years. Anywho, that's my little rant. Okay, so anyway, we just finished up the farmers market, which is now open and ready for the public. And my little hobbit is going to go tell the people in Dwailing that they actually have a place to go to the market. So we're going to head to Dwailing. Glow and Lit? That's an interesting name. Cool. So if you're ever trying to get some friends to farm the farmers market in the north part of the Shire, there is actually a mustering horn down the hill. In case you've got friends, I have some, but they're not here. Not here right now. We'll put it that way. Okay, so yes, we've gotten the stable master, so we don't have to worry about that. And I hate these things that I keep running into. Yes, we have nothing else here. We have nothing else here, so we need to mount up and get out of here. And if you're wondering why a hobbit has a horse and cloak from Rohan, A, she likes red, and B, um, she has friends who give her things from faraway places, like Rohan. That Rohan placey that has horsies, and she likes horsies. So, yeah, she's not a typical hobbit. The good folk of Michael Deving tend to look down their nose at her. As is the way with some hobbits. But she is not that kind of hobbit. She is the adventuring type hobbit. Ooh. Who also likes to get some more. We should probably turn that on. So we can get distracted by ore. Ore is good. You need lots of ore. And notice things are starting to be yellow. Lovely. So dwelling, if you finish everything in the farmer's market area, dwelling is a bit more, I think I'm going the right way. Dwelling is a bit more higher level. So it ends up just being really bad. I think Tiger Ruby can do it. Whoops, I got the volume on the wrong thing again. We need to go here. There we go. Now you probably should be able to hear him. Anyway, you can tell I haven't been anywhere in Evendim yet. Then again, I'm only level 29. Okay, so this is dwelling. And these poor people have basically been somehow tricked out of their homes. Their homes would have been over here. And there's a bunch of them down in there. And so they're over here now. And got to figure out how or why this all happened.
Can't a body be left alone?
I'm very happy to hear that the market is starting tomorrow, but I'm fear we will not be able to make it. There is much to... Sorry, I am really not being able to read today. There is too much afoot here to leave. Okay, so why can't you leave?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Warden, I beg your pardon, but I haven't any other to turn to in these dark times. Please hear me out. Dwelling has never been a rich town, but we have always gotten by on our own. Many of the best glass blowers in the Shire were found in these holes. My dad before me was a glass blower, best in the North and East Farthings, and I learned the trade from him. Recently things have turned for the worse in our little town. What with all the wild creatures about, folk are plain afraid of those north bounds nowadays. Most of the folk have moved away and sold their property after business stopped. A hobbit out of West Farthing sent letters and contracts up this way, purchasing hoes and land until he bought up almost the whole town. That's when all the trouble began. I used to get my tools for glass blowing repaired by a dear old friend who lived in Dwelling, but he moved away not a week ago. Before he left, he swore he would finish fixing them up. If you would, head into Dwelling and see if he left them on his stoop. His hole was on the north side of town. His tools should be in a satchel or bag. I would be deeply in your debt. We need to collect a satchel of glass blowing tools for Hob Hillborough. Alright. Rob Green Eaves. I keep saying it's green leaves, but it's actually green eaves.
Might I have a word with you?
Although not many know this, I heard about that business down south of here with the goblins. They're up to no good around these parts, too. I swear I saw one of them kill one of them spiders and drag it back to their camp. Though why they'd want something so vile, I sure can't say. I wonder if these goblins consider a spider a delicacy of some kind, though that thought makes me shudder. Maybe you ought to go out to their camp at Blackleaf Crest, out south of here, and see if you can find that spider they dragged off. Perhaps that spider corpse might tell us something about these goblins. Examine the corpse of a spider. Sounds fun. Now this here, in case you didn't know, is Ronald Dwale, who some believe is Token in the story. So,
Could I take a moment of your time?
it must have been the beginning of fall. I was with my son on the banks of the Brandywine, enjoying the sun. A fine meal, a full pipe, while he sat and played with his favorite toy, a piece of lead fashioned into a small dog by the side of the river. My boy was very fond of this toy, but when it came time to leave, it wasn't anywhere to be found. I tried to console him with one of my stories. I created quite a wonderful tale about the toy's whereabouts, but if you're heading that way, perhaps you could search for it. The toy has to be somewhere in the Barrendorf, the sand marshes north and east of Dwelling. I have heard that strange burrowing creatures have since inhabited the area. There's a good chance one of them could have swallowed it up thinking it to be food. Find the small lead dog. So, we have these guys, but then we have these guys over here. And these guys, this is kind of the one quest you have to kind of do in order to unlock a whole bunch of other quests. And
Please,
so
stay a
it's
moment.
good to gather the sand early. Warden, I'm glad you've come by. We have been trying to slowly rebuild what we can. It's taken much effort, but I'm afraid it will soon be all for naught. We are glass blowers here in Dwelling, always have been, always will be. Well, I hope we always will be. We have been running gravely low on supplies as of late. The new townsfolk and creatures about the sands have kept us from venturing too far. We barely have enough to finish our next order. I used to get white sand for my glass blowing from a dear old friend who would travel into the Berndorf to the northeast of Dwelling, but he moved away not a week ago. If you would travel up to the sand marshes and get me some, I would be deeply in your debt. Okay? Alright. So we've got our main quests. Time to head out and find things. Alright, so okay, I think the glass blowers thing is up there. If it is, then we need to sneak. Sneak. Okay. Because otherwise we're going to have to fight. And I'd rather not have to do that right at the moment, because we got plenty of reason to do it later. But half of least resistance, let's put it that way. New deed, Brigand Slayer. Come on. Can we go this way? Not really. Okay. My legs are too short to go that way. Alright. Alright. Let's drag that chief worker over this way. Come here. Come here. Okay. And then Chief Captain. Very... not a very good guy. If you can take him out, you can handle this area. Maybe not. It's the problem. The main problem with this area is that they will pile up on you. Like, you've got people walking back and forth, and then you've got piles of people that just are standing around. You back up, you're in somebody else's territory, and it's not good. Come on, get up there. Giddy up there. And this is why sort of named her horse Geronimo. Because this is what she usually did. She just ran out of camp. I'm taking the easy way out. Okay. Alright, so that's just this is kind of the precursor to handling all those other guys.
It's been a foul day, it has.
You have the tools? Very good. Now I can get back to working again.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Now, this hobbit I was telling you about before, he let big men buy up all the land, right here in the Shire. I have talked to Arnold Dwale about sending a letter to old Will Whitfoot, the mayor, but I don't know what he could do against such a sound contract like the one sent to my door. One of my dear friends, Perlina Gamgee, is away in the West Farthing looking for a snug hole to start over in, and I told her I would look after her home while she was away. These new men in town have a foul look about them, and I don't trust them, even if they claim to be here to help. If you could, go down and check on Perlina Gamgee's residence just east of here in Dwelling. You look like you could hold your own if any of these ruffians give you any trouble. So again, that's another... We did Wanderer in Evendim. So yeah, you finished the quest, the deed quest for deeds in this area. Before you run out of quests, because there's a lot of quests in Evendim. In fact, if you've got a debate between Evendim and North Downs as far as buying a quest pack, get Evendim. I made the mistake of getting the North Downs first because it looked like it was a higher level, and it's not. It's not. It's just irritating more. Alright, so anyway, here's our Chief Watcher. Who does shoot arrows. Have to make sure I don't pull anything else. And as you can see, I've done this enough that I know how to sneak in and out of camp. So we do need to go get the white sand, and I think we'll do that next. Unless I'm forgetting something, which is a possibility. Who knows? But I usually do those first because it's kind of the precursor.
Huh, how rude!
Well, I never! These big folk are violating their contracts. What are these times coming to?
Might I have a word with you?
Never in all my days have I heard of decent folk getting attacked in the Shire. Even if this is the North Farthing, folk should still be decent and civil, though I wouldn't put such treachery past these big men. I've asked Ronald Dwale to draft a formal letter of complaint to the leader of these men, Will Tuffin. He is always in and out of the big hole down in Dwaling Centre. I would like you to get the letter from Dwale and take it to Will Tuffling straight away. Just go down to the big hole down yonder and ring the bell until Will comes out. Make sure you're careful. I don't trust these big folk. Take care that you don't let them bully you this time. So we get different good weapons for our very good deed. I think one-handed. It's supposed to be a weapon for every single type. But I don't think there's a two-handed sword. I think they're all one-handed. Oh, I'm not on, what's her name? I was on the other girl the other day. Well, there's not a spear. So. Anywho. Gotta get the thing from Ronald.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes. Hob asked me to draw up a letter of complaint after you found out that business with Perlina Gamgee. Business letters are not my usual fare. I am more used to crafting more fanciful stories and letters, but I dare say I did as fine a job as any could have asked for. Ring the doorbell and deliver the letter. We will go do everything else first. Especially the sand, because if we can get the sand, then the dog is easy, because we also have to do some stuff for the other glass blowers that are there. So we just need some white sand and find the spider. The dead spider, not these live spiders. There's plenty of them. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get you. New deed, Spider Slayer. Also, if you're not done with Spider Slayer of the Shire or Goblin Slayer, this is the perfect place, because you can do 2 or 3 deeds at once. Especially if you've got the racial trait for spiders. So you have the Evendim Spider Slayer, the Shire Spider. Yeah, try saying that time 3 times fast. The Shire Spider Slayer, the Evendim Spider Slayer, and the racial trait Spider Slayer. In other words, it's a really good place to kill spiders. And there's a lot of them. But other people do need them for quests as well, so, you know, be careful. Might get a run on them. Okay, do we have some out this way? Yes, we do. Also, if you don't want to do the instance that kind of gives you a whole bunch of them, this is the almost the only other place you can find limit. I don't know how to pronounce that word. If I see one, I may be able to tell you. It's not these things. Limicin. Anyway, the L balls of light things. There it is. Limraffin. I am sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, those balls of light. This is about the only place to find them. Only there's other people here also questing, and you have to kill a lot of them for the quest. So it's not a great place to farm them. The best place to farm them is the instance. If I could remember which one it is. It's an Evendim one. Not helpful. But there's literally one that they will send you like a whole bunch of them. Just one right after the other in the instance when you get to a certain point of it. So you can get quite a few in one go. Okay, so we got our sand. We need, whoops. Yes, yes. I didn't see you standing there. You dare challenge me? It does. Okay, there is a spider corpse we have to find at the goblin camp. Ooh, branches. Branches. My woodworker will be very pleased. Because this is the level I'm working on getting done next. Okay, if I remember correctly, the spider corpse is on this side of the spider camp, or the goblin camp, rather. Ah, there it is. And those guys are the worst. So you have to watch for them. This guy's gonna get in my way, I'm afraid. Is there any chance I can get that through here? Give. Yeah, no. Alright, come here. We're gonna fight over here. Because it probably is gonna be a hobgoblin coming this way very shortly. Come over here. Come over here. We fight over here. New battlefield. Okay. There goes the goblin by. Now we can go get this. Yay. New deed, Goblin Slayer and Enmity of the Goblins. Yep. Hobbits do not like spiders or goblins. That's one good thing about, one of the many good things, actually, about spiders. About hobbits. Oh, that's what those things. The good part about them is the racial traits are very easy to do. Elves, I don't know about high elves, but regular elves, you have to do dragons, or drakes, rather, for one of their racial deeds, and it's so hard to do drakes. Like, there's not very many low-level drakes around, so you get the deed, and then it's like, okay, where do I find drakes? Nowhere near here. So it's not fun. Hi. Hi, bye. Oh, hello. How are you doing? I don't normally meet people out here. Let's see. Where am I heading to? Where am I? I need to head back to town. That's where I'm heading. Town's this way. Town is down. Where am I?
Is there something I can do for you?
All right. So now that we've done him, his gathering sand. That's what we got for him. Now that we've got his sand quest done, two others open up. Two other people who have 2 quests apiece. So yeah, there's a there. Okay, so let's take the other thing to Bob.
It's been a foul day, it has.
They took the venom from the spiders. Well, that's no good. And you found hobgoblins as well. That's even worse.
Could I take a moment of your time?
What these goblins want with the spider's innards is a puzzle, to be sure. But there's one thing I do know for certain. They are up to no good. Maybe if you kill off the spiders, the goblins will go away. That's more than anyone can handle out east of here. The North Moors are crawling with them. It certainly won't make any of us sorry to see the beast dead. You just be careful, though. There we go. Alright, so that's the spider quest. And then here, a little touch of red. I like red.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Obviously, I like red. Anyway. We use many materials to make different shades of glass. One of the colors I'm tasked with is red. It's not an overly difficult color to make, but it does require a fair amount of supplies in order to bring out a bright crimson. Salamander scales are the best material I've found around here for producing red glass. Unfortunately, our stores are low, so we cannot make any more red or orange. You can find sand-swept scales on the salamanders within the southern dunes of the Barrendelf to the north and east of here. If you could collect me a bunch, I would be grateful. So that's the salamander killing quest. Yay! Glad you can hear. Yeah, I got one character on Brandy, a Swest. I have Swests everywhere that I'm there. So yes, there's one character on Brandy because it's a bit full, but yeah, it's kind of fun. Do you want to team up and get a little experience while I'm killing things? Because I'm just wandering around doing these quests now. A shade of blue.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
We use many materials to make different shades of glass. My favorite color is to make is blue. It is a hard and tricky color, particularly when you want to make a glass which looks like a flowing river. I've only found one thing that can make it look how I like, and that is river stones the goblins have taken from the Brandywine. Simple, you say, but not so. I tried gathering them myself, but the color doesn't come out the same. Something the goblins must do changes the stone somehow. If you can go to Bleak Leaf Crest and collect several of the stones from the goblins for me, I would be grateful. I could make the most beautiful tea set you've ever seen. Collect tarnished river stones from the goblins.
Might I speak with you a moment?
And then this guy's like, hey, if you're going to kill salamanders, we use salamander scales as a material to grind down to make glass, and for that they are important to us. But since dwelling has been filled up with big folk, we haven't been as focused on gathering materials as we were once. This has caused the salamanders to run rampant. They are beginning to number an amount we cannot control, and I fear any hobbit who ventures out into the dunes may fall victim to one of them. While you are out there, defeat some of them and gather up their teeth. We may be able to find a way to make some clothing that can resist the cutting more. Be careful, Tiger Rugby. The salamanders can be vicious if you're not prepared. And they are. They're quite vicious. Quite vicious. I'm gonna send him a fellow thingy. There we go. Alright, Pearl, good buddy, has a bit of sparkle.
Could I take a moment of your time?
The most challenging part of making glass is getting it to sparkle just so. You don't want to do this with all glass, but most you do. We have found that the Limrafin there, whatever their name is, within the dunes carry or have or are made of something we call essence. I don't know exactly what it is nor how they got it. All I know is it somehow makes the glass sparkle. And on that, I'm not even really sure how. You can find them among the dunes in the Barrow just north of here. Bring me a bunch of their essences, and I'll be quite appreciative. So collect essences. So we gotta kill the limifin. A tinge of green.
Stay and have some tea.
Glass is a difficult thing to color. There are lots of materials to gather up to make any individual shade. Green is not all that hard to make, but what we use may surprise you. I know the San okay, I don't know how to pronounce that. Nerbog? Big? A bug. Nearbug. Nearbug. Sand nearbugs. Anyway, the sand nearbugs look brown and blend in with the dunes. However, if you crack their shells and look at the underside, you'll see a color as green as the grass itself. You can find the sand nearbugs all over the southern dunes of the Barrendelf just north of here. Bring me a bunch of the shells and I can mix up the powders for some green glass. Okay, Mundark has a quest for us, the increase of nearbigs.
Can I take a moment of your time?
I have lived here a great time, Warden, and have studied the behavior of many of the local creatures. Listen to me, then, when I tell you that it is a great danger is breeding among the sands of the Baradef, I speak of the merebug. Vile insects that can be found now among the dunes in great numbers. If we do not do something, and quickly, I fear that the merebug will swarm, and whether they swarm north or south is immaterial, for there are good people in both directions. Travel north of Dwailing into the sands of the Bardolph that line the west bank of the Brandywine River and defeat any sand nearbeg that you find. So we have the biggest part here is that we have to get two huge ones, and those are in one specific area. So we will be heading in that direction. That's probably the hardest one because the huge ones tend to be surrounded by other ones. So, anywho, that is all of our quests, I think. I don't think. Yeah, unfortunately, all of them you're not eligible for. Unfortunately, but yeah. But you'll get a little experience, I think, if you follow along, which will be good. Yay! Alright, so let's go out and get some. Probably should get the river stones first, and then or we can head out. I don't know which. Either to goblins. Let's do goblins. Well, actually, let's go get the salamanders. We'll get salamanders. They're somewhere in this general direction. Salamanders, spiders, and near bugs. Somewhere around here. Not that way. Not that way. Somewhere out here. Oh, we haven't reached the outer fence yet. There's 2 outer fences. Yay, level 30. And I'm on fire. Thankfully, Zordon doesn't care. Ooh, Doom frog. We don't need a frog. But I see a sand norbog. Ah. Okay. Alright, what we got? Salamander. Salamander. And if you can do these guys at range, is best. Because they will set you on fire. They're bad about setting you on fire. Also, if you see any limerificans, they are, they're very, there's not enough of them. They're easy to kill, but they're very random. And so you have to kind of get them as you're going. If you see any, get them. Send Nibig. I have no idea how to pronounce that. See, collected Norbog shells. So I always call them the Norbogs, but I don't know. Pronunciation. There's many ways to pronounce things. Okay, where am I at? There's another one. And they bury. There we go. Salamander. Salamander. I like wardens. They can. It's kind of like a high DPS tank that you can definitely have fun with. You know, not have to worry about things being orange. Go. Get the lemafrin. I wonder how they actually are pronounced. I usually have to wait for like instances and things to give me the pronunciation of things. Another lemacrin, yay! Baruch Kazad, Kazad Menu. I do love my dwarves. I love my hobbits, I love my dwarves, I love my men, I love my... I love my elves. I don't know. I love Lockbro. I think dwarves, though, that's probably I know more dwarf words than I know Sindarin or anything else. Alright, let my friend, get off of him. Come over here. There we go. Bad lemafrin. Come here. Okay, and we need to start heading for that direction, because that's where the huge Norbug is going to be. And some essences. I need to get more love, my friend. Hey, my friend. I have no idea. Okay, it should be in this direction. This is a road. I know it don't look like it, but this is the road between Dwelling and King's High Crossing, I believe is the next place in Evendim. Oops. Dying sandflies are also here. It's just annoying. Alright. Yeah, might as well. Come back here. Who is walking our way? Come back. There we go. Let's get the salamander out of the way first, and then we'll go get the other guy. Oops. You in combat? Oh, you're in combat because of this guy. Okay. Limifrin. Cool. Yeah. If I had the Latra points, which I don't because I've got to buy like, oh, there it is. Okay, that's the direction we're heading. I got to buy 2 different quest packs, the latest things. But if I didn't have to get that, I would get an aria for somebody on here. Probably Swest. Anyway, don't want to lose you. There you are. Let's get this salamander. There's there's an entire island of just salamanders. But these are the lowest level salamanders there are, so it's kind of nice to get that deed. Okay. Thanks for joining. Bye. All right. So anyway, we're heading toward these mound things. There's some little mounds over there that I got distracted from and was going to head toward, and then I realized that wasn't it because that's more like a mountain. These are like their nesting area, shall we say? So these are salamanders here, but the Norbug place is up in that direction. Let's take out salamander on the way. And then we've got to get a limifin on the way. If you're a hunter, this is actually a very much easier quest because you can track where the huge ones are. Thankfully, I know where the huge ones usually hang out. Right in the middle of the whole nest. So there's a couple of them there. But we need to pull them away from the nest. So, let me see if I can get it over here. Oh, that'd be nice if we can get both of them. Just come here. This is the problem, though. They bring allies with them, which is not fun. And the other one just buried. Oh, he's still there. Good. Come here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got our large ones. We just need one more small one. So that's good. We've got that quest almost done. We'll hit one on the way back. Okay, so we've got the scales. And see, we found the small lead dog. So we found the toy dog. Just by killing that quest. The goblins, we need spiders. We've gotten the sparkle. We need spiders. We've got deliver the complaint. That's scales. River stones. That's goblins. Norbugs, shells. Got sand, nearbug, one more. Okay, so that's the ones that's left. Get us a little more from on the way. If you have a hunter with you, as you're going, you can actually do pretty good. There we go. Okay, I don't want sandflies if I can help it. Somebody's out here. You can have at it. I'm taking the sand Norberg. There we go. And that one's done. Move. Okay, so now we're down to spiders and goblins. I got a feeling there's another spider problem set of quests that I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I forgot that was this area. Right. So, at the time of this publication, I should say, we have not opened up the new area of the, it's not Wildermore, Wither Downs or some such nonsense. Anyway, whatever it's called, the boat and the dock out here. I believe there's a line of something or another that's across there, preventing us getting up there. But I hear it's open on Brandy. Not Brandy. Bull Roar. So that is coming at some point. An area up there, level 45, I believe. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. New area for people to go into. I'm very glad that they are bringing things like that in In other words, opening up new areas to kind of fill in the map. Though I would really prefer it being level 30 or 35, because they're past Evendim and North Downs, there really isn't that much options. And like level 20, like I said, not very many options, so it's gonna be interesting. Alright, shall we take on an entire Bogart clan? If we can, it'd be really cool because you get like 5 or 6 goblins at once. Let's try this one. Okay, not a problem. I was worried for nothing. This is why I love a warden. Okay, anyway. Oh, spiders. Right, spiders. We need to get spiders. Get back here, spider. And if you're new to Evendim, a brave band of warriors has claimed Tiraban for the wardens of Anuminas. That's a particular city, and it just is an alert that somebody's in there fighting an Anuminas, basically. And the brave band of warriors may be one person. I've actually cleared it out one time, the whole city, with one person. She was quite high level, 100, I think, at that time. But it was quite fun being able to just blast through the whole town. It's like a brave band of warriors. No, it's just me. Just me. Now, if you notice, that's not really helping our river stones any, because it's usually the ones up by the thing that does them. But they do help with Slayer beads. In other words, the goblins at the camp is the ones you need to aim for getting that shade of blue right. So the spinners, the woodweb spinners, are the black spiders, and the white and whatever color, orangish spiders are the hunters. See, I have two different colorations of spider here. Unfortunately for this quest, we need both. Wow. There we go. Spinner. And we don't need the squirrel or the hare, so they can live if I don't overshoot anything. So, hunter. 5, 6, 7, 8. I need three more. 2, 3 more, something like that. Spear flingers. I don't like the hobgoblins. You can have at them. So this particular camp is very wide. There's a lot of different things going on here, and part of it we do have to go in at some point. I think I have to finish up the actual dwelling town quest before I get the quest for the goblins. So I'm just getting the river stones right now to finish up our glass blowing people. There's a fun thing I always take screenshots as people progress through this area, but I don't actually. Okay, I need spinners, not hunters, but hey, you know, I've got 2 deeds to do. And I'm using the same hand for, not the hobgoblin. Don't hit the hobgoblin. For both the gambit selection and the moving. So that's why I have to sort of... I don't always hit the right buttons. Because I'm being lazy. Let's get some bogarts. Now, only the head bogart actually drops anything. So, that's always... if you're looking for goblin drops, the bogarts don't help very much. But they do help with numbers. Oh, fine. Come here. Come here. That's how you deal with hobgoblin. You have to back them up. There we go. River stones. 2 more black spiders, and we should be done with everything. Hopefully. That would be nice. Goblins, wrong spider. But, you know, 17 out of 150 spiders. Actually, this is a spider slaying deed. I have been a very bad hobbit. I haven't killed spiders in the Shire. Six. No, don't. Oh, I was planning on... I didn't want venison for dinner. It's fine. It's fine. We'll salt the meat and use it later. It's fine. This is not helping. I want black. Now there is an actual better place for, if you're higher level, there's a better place for doing the goblin Slayer deed for Evendim, and it is Tum Fun or something like that. It's in the north part of town, which is very helpful. We have finally gotten to Friend of the Matham Society. Yay, 15 Lotro points. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Whoops. 6, please. Alright. I need to use the mouse more, but my hand is tired. Where is Black Spider? I need Black Spider, not Red Spider. Okay, Black Spider. Must have Black Spider. Black Spider. I think we're in the area with the other spiders. I think it's the problem. We kind of wandered out of the area. Okay, let's go back this way. They should be up on this hill. Should be. Should be. Okay. Black Spider. Come out wherever you are. I need 2 of you. There's one. I seize one. Target acquired. Schools behind. I would like the branches. Aha. Black Spider ahoy. Come up here. Come over here. Alright, now we've got all of our quests. Except for the one for the dwelling. Really should do. Miritsuki. Let me think. Which... I have to go to the town hall. In the bottom. Down the hill. Okay. Is it down or is it up? I think it's up there. I've forgotten where the town hall is. Only done this about 1,000,000 times. Okay, not quite that many, but anyway. Hang on. Okay, it's not down here. So that means it's up there. Was it right where we were before? I think it was right where we were before, which means we have to go up the other way. If you hug the hill, you can get up there without bothering anybody. So let's go back around this way. Actually, I know exactly how to figure out where it is. Off, that one. Do. Okay, it looks like it's the house past where we were. But it's up on the top level, I think. So, sneaky sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak. Not sneakable. Yes, yes, we know. You don't like me. Do. Up. Upsy daisy. Around the front. Off the back. Alright. Wait, where is the... It's supposed to be a bell I'm supposed to be able to ring. Chief Captain's there. It's not this house. Is that house? No. Okay, somebody's over here. I have forgotten where to deliver the letter. Where does... Because Priscilla's house... Miss Gamgee's house is over there. There it is. There it is. Doorbell. Doorbell. Alright. Doorbell. Now that chief worker is going to walk over here. Just so you know. And Will is quite irritating. So let's try to get back up here a little bit. Uh-huh. Chief worker, go away. Go awither. Okay. Alright, now he comes. Because this is an easy one where you can drag those two over here and drag those guys and... Not worth it. Okay. Can we go straight? You know what? Let's do a Geronimo. Let's just do a Geronimo. There we go. And see? Get back to town. Nobody's bugging you. Alright. We gotta go talk to somebody else. Hub Hillborough. Hillborough.
Well, the gall of some folk.
What's that now? Shut the door in your face. Well, if that isn't the rudest thing I've heard all day. Bob Greeneves has a spare key to the big hoe. It's a public building, and even if they own the whole town, they haven't the right to close up a public hoe. You march right in there and make sure he reads every word of that letter. Talk to Greenleaves here when you are ready to go down to the big hoe. I am not talking to him right now. I am for something else. The Goblin's sauce.
Can't a body be left alone?
Good, you're back, and you've dealt with a few of the spiders, I see. Well, I have an idea about what those goblins are up to with the spiders' innards, and it ain't a pretty thought.
Could I take a moment of your time?
You see, I think they finally figured out what these goblins are up to. It was the presence of the hobgoblins that cleared it up for me. Stories always said that they were the worst of the lot, scheming up new ways to hurt and kill folk. I think they are taking the spiders and cooking them down, making them into a tar of theirs that they throw. Never heard of them using spiders' innards for such a thing, but wouldn't surprise me a bit. They are probably sore from their defeat here, south of here, and are itching for another fight. But this time they plan on burning hobbits out of house and hoe. You've got to put a stop to it. You should head back to the Blackleaf Crest and burn those pots that they are cooking the spiders in. They'll probably have torches or such nearby that you can use. And you'll need to take the recipe for that tar away from them as well, or burning pots won't do any good. Defeat one of them goblins out there and search him for the recipe. If you search just one of them for the recipe, it's not going to do very much good. I hate to say.
Hello?
Hello. Were you able to find the toy, Ruby? Ah, I see you did. Many thanks to you.
Could I take a moment of your time?
If my last task wasn't too taxing, I am in great need of some assistance from a fellow lover of the written word. I would hope that as a warden of your reputation, would be interested in assisting me. Not long ago, I seem to have misplaced a very important leaf of paper while I was walking with my notes. This paper contains the beginning of lines of a story I was planning on writing for my children that has been conjuring in my head for some time now. Now that most of the town has been sold off, I have not been able to search for my paper. Last time I tried to have a look around, I was chased off by a group of those ruffians. I would rewrite it, but I can't seem to recall the exact wording. If you could find it, I would be deeply in your debt. I think I dropped it somewhere in the town. Looking for a leaf of paper in a town. Easier than you might think, but it's actually not in the town, which makes it extremely hard. Anyway, alright, so let's get our sand people back to their stuff. Mundrick.
What do you need?
You've destroyed some of the sand airbags. Thank you for this. You have put my mind at ease, and I cannot say it's often enough in these dark times. The Nobug will always be a danger, but it is to be hoped that we have forestalled their swarming.
Is there something I can do for you?
These are most impressive. The teeth are sharp indeed. Take my thanks with the knowledge that you have made the Baradel safer for all of us hobbits. A little touch of red.
Hello there.
These scales will do perfectly. I will begin grinding them down at once so we can use them in the next batch of glassware. Thank you.
A lovely day, isn't it?
These stones are amazing. They are the best batch I have yet seen. I wonder if it is because I have not tried to get any lately. Maybe the longer the goblins have them, the more blue they become. Who knows?
How do you do?
I still don't know how these essences work. Perhaps one day I will. But for now, all we need to know is they make glass sparkle. Sparkle! I cracked myself up. Okay.
Hello there.
These will do. They're not the best set I've ever seen, but I think I can get enough green out of them to do what I need for now. Alright, and so now I'm going to turn names off because now we have the really, whoops, I can't really do that, but we have the really, really great quest that I love the best here.
Could I take a moment of your time?
My assistants tell me that all the supplies have been gathered and we are able to make more glass. I thank you for your help there. Blowing glass is an art, one that can be learned quickly, but must be refined over years of trial and error. I can teach you the basics if you would like. Head over to the forge and, using this rod, work the glass several times. You should see it start to take shape. Okay. So here's my glass forge. Blowing at the glass forge. Oops. I can't get the right angle. There we go. There. We have used the glass forge. Yay.
What do you need?
Oops. That's the problem. If only we could get where it just showed quests and not all the other junk. Anyway. Well, I'm not quite sure what we can do with this. Perhaps it could be used as a tray to ash one's pipe after smoking. A useful thing, if not the most glamorous of objects. Yeah, my glass blowing is not the greatest. But, there actually is a way where you can take old bottles um, such as Coca-Cola bottles and any glass bottle basically. And there's a way of heating it up to where the glass is not melted but pliable, and you can melt take the inside of the um, kind of squish it, in other words squish the bottle, and it kind of makes a flat, not perfectly flat, but a little dish thing that you can put stuff in, which is really cool. My mom's got uh, one of those bottles that's been squished down to an ashtray or some other kind of bowl-ish thing, which is quite interesting. Uh, but yeah, so that's the glass blowing. The fun. I like it. Ah, if there was one quest line that I would like to repeat, like repeat and repeat and repeat, you know, this is it. This quest line. I like it. Alas. Okay. What were you looking for? Men of the North. Oh, right.
Might I have a word with you?
Right. So if you don't want to do the really, really hard quest, once you've gotten to that point, they do send you on to the Colossus, which is King's High Crossing. You have done much to help us, and for that I am grateful. I feel it will be a long time before Dwaylen feels like the rolling hills of the green fields, but will continue to do our best. One thing that does concern me is the big folk to the north. Not the ones in town, but the ones beyond that live by the big lake. They were friendly to us. They used to come down to trade for pipeweed and glass. Once or twice I ventured up to see them. They used to make camp at a bridge that crosses the river, where a giant man of stone watches all the boats that pass. Would you venture up there and see if they are well? So that's the heading to the next place one. Okay, so Bob Green leaves. Actually, well, let's not do him yet, because we do have to get the lost leaf of paper, which is right, amazingly, I believe, down here? Or was it in town? Oh, it may have been in town. It may have been in town. I thought it was down here. No. No, is it down here? I believe it's down here. Yep, lost leaf of paper. Yeah. Okay, so that guy's walking. Okay, he's not coming. That one's going to be coming. Usually you pull those guys if you get near the paper. So we're going to see. And then that guy turns right by it, so that's not helpful. And the hand turns slightly gold if you can pick it up. Let's do names so I don't lose nothing. See? Every time. Alright, come here. We're gonna fight up here away from people. Because there comes two more. And I am not fighting all of you at once. I mean, I think she could survive. It's just more of a matter of principle. Alright. Up, 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 up. Sneaky, sneak, 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 sneak. Okay. So, this odd leaf, lost leaf of his poem, before we bring it to him, The lost leaf of paper. In a hole in the ground there lived a boar. And the margin behind this line is scrawled in red. No, that's not it.
What do you need?
I simply cannot start my book without that page. Have you found it yet? Ah, I see you have. Many thanks. In a hole, in the ground, there lived a boar. Oh, wait. Let's put, in a hole, in the ground, there lived a hobbit.
Might I have a word with you?
Well, now, you have been helpful, haven't you? If you could, I do have one last task for you to assist me with. Among the hobbits of the Shire, a love of language and written works is quite uncommon. A few of my fellow colleagues and I have formed a small informal gathering of sorts for those of us who revel in such art as the writing and listening of fictional stories. We usually meet in the evenings down at the Bird, that is, the Bird and Baby Inn in Delving. With the return of my lost paper, I really should get started on my new book, but I have an inkling how I should reach my friends in time to tell them of my absence. If you would, go quickly. You don't have to go quickly. Go quickly and visit Jack Lewisdown at the Bird and Baby before the meeting starts and let him know that I will not be making it tonight. If you do this, you get an old briar pipe, which is a smoking pipe that you can use. I mean, it has a cooldown for 1 hour, but you can use it anytime. You know, in other words, it doesn't use up. It's not consumable. So, kind of interesting. But I keep that quest, and then if I'm ever back in Delving, and yes, I'm standing in the fire. Mrs. Orden, she likes standing in the fire. Then I will, of course, go and tell his friends that he can't make a party. Alright, a formal complaint. Are you ready for me to let you into the big hole? You be careful. Who knows what those big folks will do once you're inside?
An attempt to lodge a formal complaint on behalf of the glassblower Hob Hillbrow led to a violent encounter with the chief's men. The time has come to put the ruffians in their place.
So it's not bro, it's Hillbrow. Hillbrow, like an eyebrow. Interesting. Hello. Greetings. 4 of you. Yes, I'm back again with a letter. Yes. I don't care if you think I'm trespassing. This is the public hole. Apparently there's a thing. I am going to eat something, though. I have no mail for no reason. Yeah. Oops. Rats. Literally. let's start with that one and this one. This is the one problem with having a bunch of random things. Come on. Gather up. Oh, you didn't think I'd come after you first? I know who's got more health around here. You wanna distract me with your dog. The thing of it is, you're the bad girl. Okay. Oh, this one's fun. Get 'em, lads! I'll deal with you myself. Now you've done it, we'll see what the chief says. The trespassers are here, Chief. You must deal with them. Fool, you've ruined Shaku's plans, and Shaku does not accept failure. Now we will deal with you, man. Attack. Or men attack, sorry. I was going, I am not a man. Wait. Give me a gamut. I'll deal with you myself. I see you trying to be silly there. The complaint has been resolved. Collected the formal complaint. Now you can run through the whole thing or leave instance. Either way works. There was a bug several years ago where if you left the instance before, that it would not give you all the rewards and stuff, but it does work for this quest, rather.
It's been a foul day, it has.
So, their leader wouldn't take the letter. I can't say I didn't expect trouble from those ruffians. I'm going to have another formal complaint written to this investor and tell him just what I think about the character of these men he has let into the Shire. You mentioned something about a goblin-faced fellow and something named Sharky. I'm sure you must be mistaken. There haven't been naught like them in the Shire since the bull roarer's time, and I have never heard of anyone with a name such as Sharky. But with all the excitement, I'm sure you can't be blamed for your mistake. The goblin-faced fellow was a half-orc, and yeah. Simple folk. Ooh, I have things. What things do I have? I have lots of things. I have lots and lots of things. Okay, that I have to keep. Keep. Whoops. Oh, that does that. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Apparently, if you are in locking mode, that's not going to do me a bit of good. Is this better than what I got? No, it is not. That I need to keep. That I need to keep. That I do not need to keep. but it won't sell, so I'm gonna have to throw it out. That. Alright, is that all the... Okay, good. Now, the question comes, what can I get here? Since there isn't a spear. I can get a dagger. I can get a sword with might, vitality, and will. Parry chance, might, vitality. Is there tarnished brigand's sword? I bet that's the one for wardens. Hellcat bandit sword. See if anything's cosmetically applicable. It's a nice dagger. Naked captain sword. Okay, those all... Nope. Hellcat bandit sword. Chipped southerner's sword. Tarnished brigand's sword. Carved staff of the Dunedain. Okay. Misplaced runestone. I wish I could use the great axe, but I can only use other things. I wonder if my... See, I have a hobbit guard now that does two-handed, and I'm just wondering if she does axes. I do like that. I like the daggers that have the handle thing. The handle guard. So I think I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to hang on to it. For cosmetic purposes. Because I do like that. Alright, let's see what we got. Is that it? Not really. No, we gotta get, not that one, not this one. Okay, so these two can hide for now. And we gotta get the hobgoblins. If we get the hobgoblins, we should be about done. Actually, let me sell off some stuff. Miss Healer.
I'm pleased to be of service.
Well, thank you. I do need some stuff. Gone. No, it's okay. I used to keep the strange flowers from the end of the quest from the farm, because it is a +2 to stealth level pocket item. But I'm a warden and I don't need it. Shoot. Okay. Off to see the goblins. And this is another horse that is account wide that I bought. I have a lot of characters that like black, especially when I found black. So they love their black stuff. And there's a genuine lack of black horses until you get higher levels. So I bought this as an account-wide horse. It's very pretty. I love it. That's better. It's like a little footsie things. And very elvish. And it's sort of green, it's sort of blue, it sort of goes with both of them. So it was one of those that really went with a lot of color schemes we have. That's gonna bug me, that mailbox thing. But it's okay, it's okay. Alright, let's get this down. Alright, there's one pot there, there's another pot there. I think there's one down here too. I have a feeling there's one outside the camp. Well, if I get 5 more goblins, I'll have Goblin Slayer Part 1 of the Shire, so that might be helpful. Ah, there's a thing here, but not a pot. Pot. Okay, I'm down. Gammons do not work very well when you're off by 1 key. Just so you know. If you're using keyboard, does not help. Collected the hobgoblin recipe. Now, there's a pot in here. If we run through the fire. Give. Torch. Touch them all. No. Torch. Bowling bot. I'm on fire and I like it. This is weird. It's very weird. Okay. I know there's 2 more at the other end, but I think there's another one over here. Ooh, heavy yew. Heavy yew branches. I lived in an area that had a lot of different wood products. But we never had yew. So I've never actually used yew wood before. I had a feeling you were going to see me. There's the bubbling pot. I knew there was one up this way. And a torch right by it. But of course there's goblins near it. Completed Goblin Slayer version 1. You just really want to fireball me, didn't you? I don't know if it's... Yeah, that didn't come back quickly. You gonna go by, or do we have to fight about this? There's a bubbling pot over here, but I don't have a flame. I'll need a flame. Where's the flame? The torch is over there or up there. Where's the other torch? Wait. No. Okay. Bubbling pot. Bubbling pot. Torch. Well, we'll go out and get that one. With all the Bogarts. Awesome. Oh, look! A whole nother set of them. And there's another set of them. Guys, you want to come over here? Because I'm just afraid when I get that torch, it'll be over here. There we go. Torch. Burning. Yay. Okay. So we gotta bring the recipe back. Anything else I need here? 41 of 50 enmity of the goblins. I'll seize some bogarts. Oops, hello. You're letting my bogarts get away. Ugh. You're not helping me. Do. Alright. Where did the bogarts go? There go the bogarts. Get back here. I don't think it's going to quite do it. I think I need about 1 or 2 more. How many more spiders am I in need of? A lot. It's not worth it. Let's get these guys. Come here. Come here. There. Enmity of the goblins. I get blah blah blah. Let me try that again. I have hobbit stealth now. Yes, hobbits are naturally sneaky. Okay, so let's get the hobbit stealth. And yes, it does pause like that. Hello. I like. Apply. Yes, please. Ah, yes. Now. Throw a stone I do not like, nor do I use. So yeah, let's do the hobbit stealth. Move this over here. I don't need it. And let's see how virtues are doing. Ooh, I can get more virtues. Whoops. Might help if I earn them. There we go. Lovely. Bring the Hobgoblin's recipe to Bob Greeneves. Where is Bob? Poor Bob. Bob is so much fun.
Huh, how rude!
Good, you've done it! I take that recipe there and destroy it. That should keep them from making any more of the foul stuff. Never would have thought I'd be saving spiders from a horrible death. Well, if you don't tell anyone, I won't either. Alright, so our 2 quests that are left in this area is one go back to Mickle Delving, and the other one is go on to the lovely little place where the
Did you need something?
rangers live. And starting the ranger quests. So I think that is a good stopping point for today. I'm going to try to find a mailbox to figure out why on earth I've got mail. And I believe... Oh, the mailbox is down here. Duh. Near the hole where it would be. I'm so glad we don't have to actually bring mail up here. That would be very horrible. The orders attached here are of great importance. If you find that you have time to share, I would ask that you read them and come quickly to Bree. Daisy Appledore. Sounds like a daisy, doesn't it? Anyway. Yeah. I have a task that needs attention, and I thought of you immediately. Report to me and Bree Jail, and I will explain what must be done. Very much to the point, Miss Daisy Appledore. Anyway, throw that one out. Throw that one out. Because I am not buying things to open them. But I think we will make the trip to King's High Crossing. So, if you were
Good
willing
day.
to spend Mithril, you could. But I need to go to King's High Crossing next. Unfortunately, get there, it's kind of hard. There's the Colossus is up here. So, you can go through here to get there, which means this road, I think. Oh, I love Evendim. It's very rocky, wilderness, sandy, all kinds of place, with some very bad stuff that will try to kill you immediately. But it's interesting. It's got several storylines. You have the hobbits, of course. You have the wardens of Anuminas, which is its own little area. And you have the rangers everywhere else. But even then, you know, the quest line in Ostfarad, or however it's pronounced. Am I on the right road? Sort of. The map here for this road is not good. It's not a good map through this area. I'm kind of interested to see if they redo this map. It'll be interesting. Anywho, this is our road through the Barandelf. And these guys just yell at you, threaten to attack. Yeah, we're still on the right road. You can see how far off from where I'm actually riding versus where the actual road is, because I've tried running the actual road line and it doesn't work so well. I think I just got off the road. There's the road. See, and this is clearly the road, and it's finally joining somewhat up together, but I'm still, like, visually on the side until up here. So, very weird part of the map right there. Getting through the sand. Ooh, gold. Whoops. Rich gold, yay! We've won! We won the gold. There we go. 5 chunks of gold, I love it. Yay. And this is why, as far as crafting goes, I love this place as well. Because, I mean, just starting out in the area, and it's already all gold, all rich iron, all the stuff you need for that level. North Downs, half of it is still barrel iron, and then the other half starts into the rich iron. And so it's kind of, you know, this at least you find this stuff right out the gate, and lots of it. Like, you can just ride around and gather up stuff for a long time. In fact, when I was level 40-ish, West, many years ago, wandered around Emmanuel a lot, this whole top area, which is pristine, which is the next level, master level, I believe. And she just kept wandering around up there because I bought I don't even think I had bought this quest pack yet. She was just trying to find crafting stuff, and so that was where she did the crafting stuff. And so that part in particular is I have a few places that I can just go round and round and round and round, gather up stuff, keep gathering, keep gathering. Apparently there is a boat here that's never been here before, so I'm guessing that's new with the new place that's down there. Here's our
How can I be of
stable
service?
master. And this is our next area. And yes, that is a rope, which we cannot use until we get these quests done. So here's Sardan. It's not Saradan, it's Sardan.
How can I be of service?
Hobhilbaro is a name I have not heard in some time. I do miss him and his little jests, but I am pleased to hear he is doing well. When a scout reported seeing men in dwelling, I feared the worst. Thank you for helping them with their situation. It is precious to think that in these dark times a hobbit is concerned about the welfare of man. If only he knew how dire things have truly become. I envy the simple folk. And these are the first of the quest lines where you get bronze and Orion coins. And we are level 31. Yay! I needed that. So, yeah. That was very interesting today. I love Evington, and it was great having Glow in the drop by. Making new friends is always fun. And I can honestly say that's the first time anybody's found me in games, so that was quite fun. So thank you to Sergey Bazer or whatever, however, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but Mr. Glowinlit. And I will see you all next time. And we do the High King's Crossing. Yay! Bye! Bye-bye!